So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We're just a few guys at the moment. We'll see if more will join. In the meantime, I will show you myself, so you see who is speaking. Hi, Frank. And so we're about to begin the session, just 3 minutes away. It's gonna be a complete new discovery. Thank you, Frank. Also for me, because it's a completely new track. Should be quite crazy. We'll have to find out the characteristics of the track while the session progresses. So, as always, I will try also to do some live confrontation and some interesting, let's say, comparison live. But being this the first session, I will have to learn the peculiar topics as well. So I will now shut myself off and enjoy the stream, and let's see how this goes. It's for surely interesting to watch, at least, and enjoy the stream. I will jump in if anything interesting happens. I always do. For the ones who are been here already knows that I usually try to comment what's going on track, but as I said, this time I will also have to learn how the track develops myself. So let's see how it goes. And I see a lot of people coming in. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. Just a brief introduction. This is speed, gear, throttle, and brake. We have it for all the drivers. I will scroll down to see everyone in case anything happens, but I will stay mainly focused on the 3 top teams. This is the clock, so this is the track clock. So this is referred to the data, so you can synchronize the stream with the video if you'd like. And we will also the live confrontation option, that we will make it work when times will be interesting. Lap times will be interesting. Cheers, everyone. So Sainz just started his flying lap, so he will be the first reference we have for the data. And Verstappen is starting his own lap, flying lap first. So the first lap we can see that before the last corner the slowest speed is around 140, then it's all very fast corner speeds, 315, 316. It's a very fast track, we already knew that, but this is what data shows also for the others. And Verstappen seems to be serious already. This is the Ferrari 130, 40, 55. Look at this guy, 174, 200. That's unbelievably fast. It's very, very fast track. 133. And this is going to be still some 5 seconds lower than the pole. So it's this is crazy cornering speed. So on TV they just mention how much of the lap is spent full time, full gas, full throttle. Let's have a look a second. This is the lap of max. And you see, it's really a lot of time full throttle. Really a lot of. Here it is a big snap. You have to raise the feet again. But then it's a lot of. He has still some issue But he was pushing because these are snaps, oversteer snaps. This is even throttling in the main straight. So yeah, his track is dirty, but he was already a bit pushing in traction phase. So that's interesting enough. So mainly full gas. So let's see Bottas with Max, just to have a look. I'm looking for one. Okay. And Max is pushing, so I will sync the new lap of Max. Constant speed test. Okay, and Max is pushing. Good grip by the Red Bull. Top speeds are on the par for now. Seems that this is still making a lot of difference. The first sector, this should be the main straight. I'm learning it as well, guys. So this is the very first corner. Then this is the second corner complex, and here Max is very strong. I have still to learn the corner numbers and where are they, because it's 27 corners, which is quite crazy. I will go scroll down to the live again. Hi Florian, yes, surely. The first line is the speed, then is gear, then is throttle, and then is brake. These are the data that is shown, that I chose to show because are the main data that can explain both performance and driving style. We have also available DRS, but it's not so. It's better to keep the space to show this a bit bigger. And quick work. I had to develop a system my own to gather all this and to show this. The softwares are entirely made by myself, from gathering to showing even live. This is entirely my own work. And yes, Gianluca, it's crazy. They it's 27, but I don't know if it's 9 braking 27 corners that is wrong, or 27 corners. It's around, should be like 12, 15 corners. It's all straights. So I don't know why they named 27 corners. I have the doubt that they do it for safety, in order to have a reference of the position for in case anything happens. They can say turn 12, turn 15. Let's see. 1 second. Let's see Lewis. And goodbye, Bottas. We make Max a bit lighter. Okay. So Max is very fast in the complex. In the second complex, I have to learn the numbers of the corners yet, guys. Sorry, but let's see the performance of Lewis. So you see the difference. Max was already flat in all the section, in all this section, while Lewis was a lot playing with the throttle and some braking here as well, but a lot throttle management compared to the full throttle by Max. Lewis is a bit faster on the straight, but it is slower. This should be turn 13, the big banked corner, but I still have to figure out the corner numbers. I will do it after the session. Yes, Giacomo. Actually, I put it here a line at the end of the lap, so it will be the beginning of the next one. But here, it was a bit messy to add. This is a newly implemented feature, so I will probably add in the future. We'll have. I'm implementing this day by day, so I will surely add lines here as well to see the beginning of the lap. I know it's difficult to understand at the first glance. It was difficult for me as well. I will try to implement all features to make it easier to read for future versions for sure. This already wasn't present in the first version, and we were just watching these charts. Let's have a look now at these charts to see how is it going. Let's see also McLaren. You see top speed is still on 315 this as well. This is very fast corner by Lando, 213. And I will just leave it here for a couple of minutes so you can enjoy. You see all this clipping from Lewis, a lot of clipping. So I believe that he's not running the newest power power unit today, because this kind of clipping is typical of the one he used in Qatar. That was and it was absolutely absent in Brazil. So I guess this is he's using the old power unit for this free practice. And Max is improving a lot, even though he has a bit of an issue here. And Florian, you're welcome, prego. One peculiar thing, I would say it in English or in Italian, is that the brake is Boolean. It's not our fault, it's how the data are transmitted, which means that we cannot see how much the pedal is pressed, but only if it's pressed. This is because with the brake by wire and everything, it's a bit of an issue. So they will not release the full data of how much the pedal is pressed. So when you see these small spikes of brakes, sometimes it's only half a pressure. So I'll say it also in Italian. Per quanto riguarda il freno, ricordiamo che intanto prova di partenza di Sainz. Ricordo che il freno è booleano, cioè è un dato vero o falso. Questo perché c'è una serie di difficoltà tra brake by wire e pressione del circuito, eccetera, per cui sul pedale del freno non è rilasciato il dato di quanto è premuto, ma solo se è premuto, per cui quando vediamo qualche lieve pressione, come in questi casi, potrebbe essere semplicemente anche un tocco di freno, mezzo freno, non necessariamente tutto il pedale schiacciato. So, just comparing the fastest lap of Max with the second lap of Bottas. This is the last corner. No, this is the first corner. We're a bit too far back behind. 1 second. Okay, so Max is still very fast here. So full gas, then heavy lift, and then again full gas, while Bottas is with all this play with 2 touches on the brakes. This makes a lot of difference, and a lot of traction and the cornering speed by Max. So it's pushing very hard Verstappen, at least compared to Bottas. Let me go down, scroll down and see live data. And it's fastest again, 30.0 with the white tires. Hi Ellen, I will answer in Italian then translate to English. Ciao Ellen, per ora mi sembra che Max stia spingendo molto per prendere confidenza e tanta benzina a gomma dura, mentre Lewis stia provando più punti specifici, assetti specifici. È ancora tutto molto preliminare, non credo che i valori siano certo questi che vediamo, però diciamo che ovviamente un buon inizio Verstappen l'ha avuto, poi vediamo come si evolverà la situazione. Come detto prima, io ho la percezione anche che Lewis abbia il motore vecchio per queste prove libere, che monterà quello nuovo domani. Però di sicuro Red Bull sembra avere comunque un buon bilanciamento, questo è il passo con gomma bianca. So just to answer in English, uh, if the question is if what we see is reliable, at the moment not yet, because they all make different tests with this peculiar track. Max is pushing lap by lap with wide tires and a lot of fuel, while Lewis is testing specific spots and specific let's say places on track. I have the feeling that Lewis has the old power unit, but we will find it out later on. Maybe for sure tomorrow it will be the new one for Mercedes. And but for sure, I don't think these are the final values, but for sure Verstappen began the weekend with the right feet. With the right foot, but it's still a long way to go. Let's see. So let's see Max against Lewis since they are first and second. The best lap of Max was the last one, so it's this one. And let's see Lewis, which also has his fastest lap as the last one. 1 second, let me put them in sync. And here it is. Now they are in sync. Let me put Max on a lighter color. Thanks FIA with this dark blue, which is... Oh, look at the difference here. This is how much is pushing Max compared to Lewis at the moment. In this fast corner is like 30 something kilometers per hour faster. With a lot... At the beginning this was almost flat section in throttle for Max. Now he's starting to lift. Probably he has now a lighter car and a bit more worn tires, so he has to play with the throttle a bit more. But Lewis always in this section has to play with the throttle, and bit lift here by Lewis. The back of the car is a bit wobbly here, also here. Seems to me that that Red Bull has started with a nice setup, which is both fast in corners and in straights, while Mercedes is working, still learning. Look at how big is the anticipation of power deployment for the Honda here, then goes down. Same here, then goes down with clipping. While here Lewis is managing power, you see stopped accelerating and then it's just this small flow. It's very tricky, let's see. I'll scroll down to keep the live on. So let's enjoy the lap of Charles with the live data on screen, and then we'll go back to further confrontation. And Leclerc raised his feet. He had an issue in the second complex entrance. And Max just started a new flying lap with a new set of soft. Look at full throttle, full throttle. It's always full throttle. Also Charles is starting his lap again. And Carlos. We will keep here and then we'll go to the comparison. Just a slight lift here. And Max did not improve despite the new soft set. This is how fast he was, how much he was pushing with the hard tires. Huh? Let's see. Yellow flag. Went away. Oh. Now they are improving. Leclerc, Sainz just improved. This is a bit not very nice to see, but to drive. Bottas. Bottas first. Let's see Bottas. Let's see the last lap of Bottas. Let me make it more right. You see, it's not about. Still, Max is super fast in the last in cornering, but Bottas now he has much more straight line speed than Max. And I would like also to see Sainz for the first lap, for the last lap. Wow, look at how much anticipation here by Ferrari. This is looking for time. They're already pushing a bit on the power unit. Here it's a bit hard to see. Different driving style we will study in the detail at the end. Here is Sainz is a bit slower. You see, this is a bit of a snap of oversteer. Still Sainz is fighting with this rear of the car. He has to improve that. But also Bottas had the same issue. But Max was super fast with the hard tires. We'll see. So guys, a super expert of Formula 1 and has just joined, which is Carlo. Hi Carlo. And I would like to show him also the live comparison. So let's put the last lap of Sainz while he's progressing. We just saw an issue for Sainz. I don't know. He had to slow down. Let's see if Leclerc is somehow helpful. A bit more helpful, at least. You see, Carlo, the lap is building up while it's progressing. You see this? The first sector, this is the second complex, which is the actually only driven point of the track. We see Charles using much more brakes than the others, and still fighting with the rear as well, Charles. Lewis is now having a flying lap. I don't know if it's pushing or not. Yes, it seems to be pushing. Let me add Lewis as well. I'll take out Bottas and add Hamilton. Wow, look how fast he's on the straights. Let's see here, 311 for Verstappen, 316 for Leclerc. Let's see Lewis, look how early goes to top speed. Wow, 320. He's pushing hard, but it's still not super fast in this corner, which is okay. It's almost at the end of the lap. And let's see the last corner. It's another one of the few braking points. Oh, this is very fast last corner. 109 against 103 by Max and 96 by Leclerc. Back on throttle. You see, it's most of the time full lap, full gas. Here is the only piece where, the part where they have to actually drive. So Lewis just scored 29.7. He saw also high top speeds, but I think it's still too early to say that he has an advantage or no. So let's see the flying lap of Max. Wow, it's very slow here in the straight. .309 at 320. And it lifted. It's not pushing anymore. Let's see. From the TV. And okay, it lifted. We saw it live. I was actually like 5 seconds early compared to TV. What happened? I don't know why he lifted. I don't know. But it was not the fastest lap for sure. So we also saw the snap of Norris. I would like to see it on the data. As it is. When he went back on throttle, he had to raise again his feet, and then from then on he just left, just stopped pushing. But here is the mistake of Norris that we saw on TV just a second ago. Oh, Max. Let's see, Max. Bit slower, bit faster here, bit slower here. Last corner. Maybe because he had Russell in front. 308. And it's 56 thousandths behind. Okay. So the session is over. I'm sorry not to stay here long, but I have really to go work on the data. I will leave just the screen on. Let me show you my face as sort of act of kindness. thank you everybody for being here. It's been a pleasure to host you guys. I see there's quite a lot of people today. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be live again in for the second practice. I think it's cool in these sessions to have a look at the data. You see the track is pretty crazy as expected. Not much driven expect for the second complex that I will have to find out which corners are they. And as far as performance, I'd say that we have a pretty much on par between Red Bull and Mercedes for now, but we'll see how it develops in the next session. So thanks again for being here, and we'll see you again for practice 2. Thank you. Bye. And I will just leave the screen on for a couple of more minutes for you to enjoy, but I will disconnect. Cheers.